This is Dr. Fang-Mei Law from Tiffin University. Welcome to join me for this section. In this section, I want to introduce and share with you about Cronbach alpha. Cronbach alpha is one of the reliability that currently in the social science field we use a lot. What is mean Cronbach alpha? When you create your questionnaire or your survey, and especially if you are create psychological assessment, it's important to know if the question you put together, are they consistency, are they under the same construct. For example, if you want to measure depression, you may create several questions. Are they all focus the same goal to able to represent depression? Okay, so it's very important. Where you use this, when you write your research paper under the instrument, okay, I actually want you to report your Cronbach alpha. Okay, so now that's why I'm going to use this video to help you out, to teach you how to run Cronbach alpha. Okay, and Cronbach alpha, the high score is 1. So if your number close to 1, that means you have a higher internal consistency. If you are close to 0, that means you have poor internal consistency. Okay, is anybody ready? Okay, let me turn the screen to the PowerPoint. Okay, so everybody ready? Okay, so this is internal, how to conduct Cronbach alpha. Okay, so Cronbach alpha here we just mentioned is a measure of internal consistency. As such, it is one of many tests of reliability. Okay, and so that means you put your several items together, and then you believe these items they belong to same scale. So then you want to test if all these questions you assume they are under same scale, are they really under a single construct? Okay, so it's very useful, important testing. I want you to learn about it. Okay, so one of the assumptions you need to make sure you're aware to able qualify to test this Cronbach alpha, your questions, your item have to be scale. And what means scale? You mean, remember, it's internal or ratio. Okay, in SPS we call them together as scale, but actually it means have to be interval and or ratio. So if your question asks about nominal data, then Cronbach alpha may not suitable for you. Okay, you only testing the question under your questionnaire if they are measured on an interval or ratio. Okay, so now I'm going to use the data we used before to show you how to run it. Actually, it's very easy. Don't have to worry too much about you may not understand. You will understand. Trust yourself. Okay, so this is the data that I use for previous practice. Okay, so remember we have a ID, dev class, and class time, and morning person. And then in this data, I have 3 questions, Q1, Q2, Q3. And this is the scale. Okay, this is the scale. And this is the, so we call either interval or ratio. Okay, and so the reason I use this data, because this may be somehow similar like your data. I believe your data you have, beside those demographic data, you also have questions, right? You have questions, so you may have 5 questions, you may have 7 questions, you may have 10 questions, right? And this actually the total since we already here, I want to make sure you remember how to do this. Okay, so let me show you. This is nothing to do with Cronbach alpha, but since we're already here, let me just show you one more time to get this total scale. Okay, let's demonstrate how to do the total for Q2 and Q3. So you go to transform, you go to compute variable, okay, and for example, if I want to get a Q2 and Q3, okay, I type this one, okay, and I go here, I say statistical, and I say either sum or mean, okay. So you may want to say mean because you want to have average them, okay. And then you put Q2, okay. Since they just two questions, you can say Q2 and comma Q3. If they have more than two questions, you can put the first question and then TO2 and then the last question, and make sure you get rid of the question mark, okay, and just and comma, okay, you can have comma here. So I would say okay. Okay, so then you see I get a Q2 or Q3. So if I want to add the three questions together, but then instead of total, I want to get average, then I can do this. So let's try one more time. And again, I'm not doing any Cronbach alpha yet, okay? I'm just thinking since we're already here, let me just show you. So I'm going to say mean Q1, maybe total Q, okay, M total Q. Okay, then here will be the same. Let me take out this. Okay, and then I go to statistical mean, okay, and I will say Q1, okay, space TO, and then space and Q3. Okay, everybody clear what are we doing? Okay, so then that give you the mean score of total Q. Okay, mean score of total Q there. Okay, okay, but when you write the Cronbach alpha, you don't use those questions you already add together. You only use the one they are raw, raw data. Okay, so to do the Cronbach alpha, so everybody watch carefully. Okay, you go to analyze, okay, and then you go to somewhere called scale. Do you see the scale? Okay, and then reliability analysis. Okay, then because I tried before, you're not substitute anything. Okay, so click all the question you needed. Okay, so Q1, okay, and then also you can hold the shift in your keyboard and then click Q3. Okay, then all the three questions have been highlighted and you send to here. Okay, so then you have three questions here. Okay, so I'm going to say okay. Okay, did you see this one? Okay, so here is the Cronbach alpha 3.355. Okay, they are not great. Okay, but that's your Cronbach alpha, right? Remember the, okay, so let me go to PowerPoint here. Sorry, I went to wrong one. Okay, so this one, right? So here say, okay, so that is the data I copy from, and you know how to copy, right? I show you from another SPSS video. If you're not sure how to do, you highlight. Let me show one more time, just in case if you did not have chance to hear my other video yet. Okay, you click your right side mouse, okay, and you open one of the Word document. Okay, then you click your right side mouse and paste. Okay, for some reason, when I try to go to PowerPoint right away, I cannot copy paste right away because they will show me the strange format. So usually I have to copy paste to Word and then copy paste from Word to PowerPoint. Okay, that's what I did for this one. Okay, so here tell you this one actually that's not a number. I put the wrong number there. Okay, so 355. Okay, so then this one actually ideally 0.90 to 0.99 is perfect. 0.80 to 0.89 is good. 0.70 to 0.79 it's okay. It's average. 0.60 to 0.69 is okay, and that something less than them can be you can say that's your limitation. Okay, so like for this one it's not great, but at least it's not like 0.1, so still okay. You can say their consistency level is 0.355, so you may want to say in the future research you want to get your question items more and actually usually the more items you may get higher number of your Cronbach alpha may be increased, but depend. Okay, so one more thing I want to show you, if you got the low reliability and you kind of like want to know what's going on, something you can do to do a little bit kind of next step solution. So you back to your analyze, scale and reliability. Okay, and so this time I'm going to click statistic. I'm going to click something called scale if item delete. Okay, so this kind of can detect which question actually is troublemaker. Okay, which question actually is very inconsistent in your questions. So when you do this, you hit continue and you hit OK. Okay, so I want to show you this table. Okay, let me open my screen a little bit bigger. Okay, here. So you can see this tables mean if I delete question 1, my Cronbach alpha is even lower, so don't touch that. But you see if I delete question 2, then you can see my Cronbach alpha actually increase a little bit. Okay. And then question 3, if I delete, even worse. So if I really want a little bit higher Cronbach alpha for my question, I may have to sacrifice question 2 to make them a little bit better. Okay, and then that's your choice because you are the researcher. You can decide, when you create that question, it's really necessary. If not necessary, do you want to continue your data, your study for that? Okay, so let me show you if I take out this one, what happened? Okay, so you back to your data. Okay, you back your data. I back to my analyze, and then go to reliability. So this time I take question 2 out. Okay, since looks like that one, if I want to make my reliability go up to 0.4, maybe I want to sacrifice the question. Then, okay, you see, when I do this, what happened? Did you see my reliability? Did you see? Now they are 0.403 rather than 0.3. What do we have before? 355, right? So do you think that this is very interesting? And so this actually is called Cronbach alpha. Okay, and so this is my reference from the book called How to Use PASW Statistics Step by Step. Okay, so I got this information from there. Okay, so this is not hard. So then I will put this one for those my students. I put this one under my instruction for how to write the research paper. And because over there I mentioned you have to report your Cronbach alpha. So that's why I make this video and I put under how to write the research paper. So hopefully you find this useful. Okay, so you can run and then see post for me to take a look at. If you have any more questions, shoot me email. Okay, so hopefully you find this video is helpful, and this is about Cronbach alpha to test your reliability. Okay, thank you and see you soon. Bye bye.